Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we finally made it to the final 2 episodes of Mandalorian. I'm gonna try and speedrun as much as possible on reviewing this absolute shit and disastrous show, because honestly, I'm kinda just tired about talking Mandalorian. Talking about. Jesus, I'm retarded. So we open up to Cyberpunk, an establishing shot of Coruscant, and see the chick from episode 3 walking in a cracked alley. Why is someone who used to work for the Empire just allowed to walk around? Anyway, she walks up to a probe droid, and oh my god, it's Moff Gideon! And apparently the pirates from episode 5 were hired to take down Navarro by Moff Gideon. For what reason exactly? Sure, your old base was there and you were doing some evil shit there and they kicked you out, but now you have a new and even more hidden base. Okay, perhaps it's for revenge, but why?
It be like that sometimes.
On God's green earth, would you hire a random pirate that would most likely snitch on your ass if the New Republic did show up and interrogate a survivor or one of the many prisoners for info? Anyway, we cut to Moff Gideon's new base. On Mandalore, we see cool new soldiers I don't give two shits about. Moff Gideon enters a room of a meeting of Imperial warlords discussing their climb back and how the people are tired of the New Republic, even though it was the opposite, hence why the whole rebellion even happened in the first place.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
And we get a Grand Admiral Thrawn name drop. Yay, another cool character for Disney to shit on. Oh wait, they already did that in Rebels. So remember all that time we spent back in episode 3 with this Dr. Pershing? Well, they wanted his dumbass to bring back Palpatine with this Operation Necromancer. Great subtlety. But because he was captured, they can't do that. Why do writers hate giving actual story instead of just wasting time? So why is it that we have to waste 40 to 50 minutes of story in episode 3 about random characters and planet conflicts that at the end of the day don't fucking matter? Moff Gideon requests for reinforcements to prevent and protect himself from the Mandos coming back to Mandalore. We cut back to Navarro and see the fleet from the last episode pull up. And then they have the stupid conflict because they're so different and all that jazz. It gets settled by having feast together, even though they can't eat together and remove their helmets separately, hence making the whole thing pointless. But that's okay, the writers remember that, right? Right? Anyway, we cut to Grogu, and this is probably the worst and most horrific thing I think I've ever seen done in Star Wars. They literally take... Okay, so back in episode 1, before I even get to that, Grogu and the Mandalorian Din Djarin go to Navarro in order to get IG-11 for whatever reason, so he can see if Mandalore is habitable. But he doesn't have the part. He doesn't have the memory part, and now they have to fix him again because, well, before that, I forgot to mention, is that he got his head squished. So he has to go get the memory part, right? And for the entire duration of time, after the battle, he didn't have the memory thing. So what if he had to go fuck off and find it? And let's say he did find it. Well, apparently during the entire time he was gone looking for that part, they just said, fuck it, he won't need it anyway. And they turned him into a mech for Grogu. They turned a corpse of a character that had a heroic death back in season 1, and turn him into a reanimated body so Grogu can just be cute and press buttons saying yes, no, yes, no. What the fuck? This is taking retconning to a whole new level. Actually, that's a pretty good metaphor for how Star Wars is right now. A corpse of a fucking franchise being reanimated to make money and is being controlled by a cute and innocent little company called Disney, even though they're not innocent or cute. So anyway, the Mandalorians finally leave Navarro and go to Mandalore, and they divide into a small team to explore Mandalore and try to find a forging site. So they bump into survivors of the Mandalorian massacre and conveniently bring them to this weird forging place. The stupid scuffle that fucking Bo-Katan should be settling, but of course Baby Yoda, being in the way as usual, actually settles it because I don't even care anymore. I don't care. And then of course conveniently Moff Gideon's base is there, and they somehow know that the Mandalorians showed up. I don't know, I guess they've been spying on them or some shit. And they have this fight scene. They get captured. They get separated. Big body bitch Mando, he sacrifices himself. Yeah, that's kind of... Moff Gideon has Beskar armor now, and so does everyone else. I remember I mentioned from season 2 the Beskar is really rare, but that's okay. We don't care about that. And he also claims to be the rightful owner of the Darksaber. What I really wanted to know, which would have been really cool, and to, you know, appropriately bring back Moff Gideon without having him just randomly come back off screen for some bullshit because Disney can't come up with any new villains for the Mandalorian. It would be nice to see how he even got the Darksaber in the first place. I was actually really curious. Maybe in season 4, guys, we'll finally see something like that, or I don't know, probably get some stupid exposition about it. On to episode 8. So we open up with the episode seeing that TIE interceptors and TIE fighters are coming for the fleet when they pulled up to Mandalore from the previous episode, and apparently Cuckold Axe Woes, I think that's his name anyway, is already coming up to the surface, and well, he did this in a ship? Nope, just with his jetpack. I remember in episode 4 they established that they have limits, and for whatever reason he just managed to get all the way up to the planet's atmosphere and let everyone know that Bo-Katan needs help. And also, I forgot to mention that Din Djarin got captured from the last episode. He just breaks free easily, and he gets help from Baby Yoda, of course, and then they fuck off to fight Moff Gideon, and for whatever reason, R5, or whatever this astromech is called, got the schematics to the base to find him, even though that was on some random-ass ledge in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
There's some great security you guys have. Anyway, a big fight breaks out, and I'm not really gonna cover what happens because there's too much stupid shit that I just don't care to mention. Din Djarin and Baby Yoda confront Moff Gideon. We see that he has clones.
What the fuck is going on in here on this day?
And for whatever reason, he can just magically give them the Force because, you know what, fuck logic with midichlorians. He can just give it to them because he's just like that, I guess. And then for whatever reason, he has a stealth destruct button on them. And will he kill the clones? Okay, well, that's nice, I guess. And this concept isn't completely pulled out the ass because in Star Wars Legends, there's actually something like this, but they actually had something that established this and gave a reason. In the fucking Mandalorian Season 3 episode, they just don't. It just happened. Moff Gideon and Mando start scrapping. And it's really stupid. But in the midst of the scrappage, the Praetorian guards show up. They start fighting. Bo-Katan shows up. They fight. Guys, it's like Kylo Ren and Rey. Such cool, like, references, I guess.
You know, I changed my mind. Kill yourself.
And then whilst the fight is happening, the TIE interceptors and bombers destroy the big ship that they captured, or they brought from episode 6. And basically the ship is like, it's dying, right? Axe body spray guy, yeah, I'm stealing Reaper's joke, I don't care. He tells them, everybody on the ship, he teleports there, get the fuck out, we're done. The ship's crashing, so for whatever reason, I guess he just decides to suicide bomb it into the base, and he doesn't care if anyone dies, he just kills everybody. He's probably depressed that he got clapped in front of everyone, and they probably made fun of him behind the scenes, and he lost the Darksaber, so he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm out. And the rest of you fuckers are joining me. So while in the fight with Bo-Katan and Din Djarin, Moff Gideon destroys the Darksaber, okay, so then they push him close to the edge, you know, like I'm close to the edge. And, do you remember the ship I mentioned before that was suicide bombing? Well, conveniently, it doesn't kill anybody in the base, including Din Djarin and Bo-Katan, but it does kill Moff Gideon when it crashes into the crevice, even though it's the size of a small meteor. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much dropping a Nagasaki size nuke into the surface layer of the planet. But it's okay because the writers don't care, so I don't care. So yeah, the fire kills Moff Gideon. Fucking Bo-Katan's the leader of Mandalore now instead of Din Djarin because it was her show all along, actually. And he just fucks off to Navarro, chilling on the farm with Baby Yoda. And that's it. That's the entire conclusion of the season. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, baby, be my bubblegum.
Anyway, it's fine. Here's my tier list, because for whatever reason my Twitter is suspended, I couldn't make a tier list, and I'm too lazy to go through all that bullshit just to make a stupid tier list. So here's my ghetto tier list. Episode 1, The Prostate. It was a pretty shitty episode, but it was decent, alright? I don't know why people said it was 7.4, that is like a 6.9. Yeah, that's where Prostate goes. It was tolerable. Episode 2, it was also decent. It did have its problems though, like with that weird just entire plotline they ignored with IG-11, and then they just magically came up with a new droid that he found in episode 2. So there's that. The concert, oh no, the Converse, shitty shoes, the shitty episode, right? Wasted time. Episode 4, same thing, literally just should have been about Grogu. Yep. Then we got, Jesus Christ, the worst episodes in the series. This is the worst one. This one right here. Fuck that one. Oh, whoops. I fucked it up. Cancer. Then we got the only decent episode, The Spies. I actually kind of like this one. I can ignore the plot conveniences on this one. This one was watchable. Then there's this one. Actually, you know what? Fuck. I'm gonna put episodes 6 and 5 down here and watchable. That's where that's their new home. The Return. This was. Yeah, let's put it decent. Yeah, this is my this is my tier list. Yeah, don't you guys love it? This entire season is built up of just conveniences, contrivances, and just terrible writing. And honestly, I don't think I'm actually going to talk about Mandalorian Season 4. I mean, maybe it kind of got me views the first time. Anyway, yeah, this season was pretty dog shit. 4 out of 10. See you guys in the next video. Maybe. Yeah, see ya.